This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk you through your 2020 Salem FSX model 178 BHSK. Alright, I'm on the door side of the trailer, moving towards the rear. Okay, so you have crank down stabilizers, the scissor type. They take a 3/4 inch crank or a 3/4 inch socket on a drill. This is your griddle here. It slides out here. Now this, you have to hook up this line here. It has quick connect fittings on it, so this side here will clip onto here, right here, right? Then the other side of the hose, the male side, will come down here and hook up to that right there, okay? Your refrigerator is 110 AC. It turns on with the trailer. There is a switch inside, but generally people leave it on. Okay. Okay, so let's see. You got a power awning, of course, with an LED strip. It's your service panel for your refrigerator right there. Power out. This is your water heater. It works on gas. The switch to operate it is on the inside of the trailer. I just need you to know that that is the drain for it right here, an 1" socket, 6-point. Keep in mind that this has water in it, but you'll never want to turn it on unless you have water in the tank, or else you'll damage it. Okay, that's just your furnace vent there. Now, this is a way to get water to your trailer. Normally, that 9 times out of 10 you're going to be using the city water hookup, which is on the other side of the trailer. I'll show you that when I get there. But if you go to a campground that does not have plumbing on the campsite, you can fill this onboard fresh water tank and then use the onboard pump to pump the water, okay? So if you don't have city water, you can still use all the plumbing in the trailer by filling this tank ahead of time. Alrighty, this is just, if you were to purchase a solar panel to charge the battery, some people use one, you could plug it in right here. This is a Furrion brand, just so you know. Okay. You've got a 20-pound LP tank. You got your battery here, which I don't know where they got the lid, but the lid will be on when you pick it up. Okay. Let me look inside and see what we got here for you. Oh, there's your lid. Okay. You have a hitch also. The center line, Husky center line hitch with weight distribution and built-in sway control. That is your crank right there with the 3/4 inch crank for your stabilizers, your dump hose, that sort of thing. Your wheel covers are in there. All right. Your slide out, which is out now, obviously. This, so if anybody asks you, it's a Schwintech type slide out. It's made by Lippert, but it's called a Schwintech. They owned it before Lippert did, so it's still referred to as that. So here's your city water connection. I told you could fill the water tank on the other side, but 9 times out of 10 you're just going to hook the hose up to here and you're ready to go. Alright, that's your power cord there, 30 feet long at 30 amp. This is your dump area here. Ah, boy, is that hot. Wow. Okay. The valves are open right now. I'll close them. So you could basically, you're going to hook up your hose to here. The other one goes in the dump station, right? This is the black valve. It's for toilet water and waste. It's your black tank. The gray is for sink and shower water. That's your gray tank. So you'll dump the black tank first, obviously, because it's dirtier water than the gray water. So you dump it first. Then after it dumps, you'll dump the gray to wash out the hose a bit with the gray water. Then, if you choose to, you can come up here and hook your hose up to this device right here, which is the black tank flush. Like it says on that sticker there, always make sure that this valve is open before you turn the water on. But you'll turn on the water and you can spray the inside of your black tank. You'll spray it, it'll spray the tank and it'll spray the sensors off, so you'll get a really good reading on your monitor panel too. So it's a good thing to do. Alright, let me get back on my feet here. Okay. That's just cable or satellite through to the inside of the trailer. That is just an outside shower to hose kids and dogs and feet and bicycles or dirt bikes, whatever you got to hose down. This housing up here tells us that this is pre-wired for a backup camera. So if you want to put a backup camera on it, we sell them here, but you can purchase them no matter where you purchase it. It has to be the Furrion camera that fits in that housing, all right? Also, while we're looking up, it's a good time to tell you that you have to inspect the roof of the trailer. They suggest you do that at least 3 times a season, once in the spring, once in the fall, once in the middle of the summer. You go up there, have somebody go up there, look around, check all the sealant, and make sure it's a good tight fit with no cracking or separation. If you do see cracking and separation, then you have to get it touched up. Odds are it'll be a long time before that happens, but that's why you inspect it, just to make sure. It's very important you do that. You have to do that. All right. So, air conditioning is not on. Oh, I bet she's, oh, that's right, he's not plugged in out there. Okay, no wonder. Okay, well, I'll do it in the heat here. All right, so we're still cleaning this, so it's a bit dirty, but it will be clean by the time you get here. All right, so to check your levels, that's your battery. Make sure you're not plugged in when you check it. This is your fresh water tank. It needs to be drained, but we're water testing it. Your black tank is empty. You can see it'll graduate up in 1/3 increments as it fills. Gray does the same thing. Your slide room is right here. So you can see it coming in. I won't bring it all the way in or all the way out. I'll just send it back out for you. That's the Schwintech slide. Sort of sounds more like a sewing machine than a slide out. And it's very good, and it seals very tight. Your awning, you just roll it out. It'll go out 8 feet, and then you'll see the awning tube. You know you're out all the way. Never leave it unattended. If you're going to leave the campsite, you want to always roll it in, because it'll get damaged in just a split second by the wind. So unless you're going to be there, just don't leave it out. Always roll it in, okay? Your range top, you just light with a lighter. You're going to push it down and turn it, and then just light it with a lighter. All right, sink, self-explanatory. Your microwave works like any other microwave. This is a Norcold gas absorption refrigerator. That's off there. Auto means electric, so you're going to look for electricity. You'll always turn it on. If you can't find electricity, it'll switch over to gas automatically, like it's doing right now, because I mentioned we weren't plugged in. Everything you saw running, it was off the battery so far. So auto means electric. It always switches for electricity. If you can't find it, it'll switch to gas. All right, if you lose power in the middle of the night or the middle of the day, it'll automatically switch over to gas so you don't spoil your food. You can light it dedicated to gas that way and pull it down the road. Like it says, it says here if it starts flashing, it faulted. All you do then is shut it off and back on again, just so you can push if there's an air pocket in the line, whatever reason it didn't light, it'll light the next time for sure. So keep that in mind. So you want it up basically as cold as it goes, unless it's getting cold outside. You might have to back it off then, but generally speaking. Okay, so you have to winterize the trailer, and you can't get antifreeze into the water tank because it'll leave a really foul taste. So you have to bypass your water tank on your water heater, right? So I'm just showing you that to access. Let me see where we're at here. I lost my bearings about exactly where the water heater was, so let me just sort of look out the door here so I can remind myself where it was at. Okay, all right. So to get to the back of the water heater, you'll come down here and remove this panel. Every panel, everything's held together with a number 2 square-headed screw. So you would take that off, and you can see the back of the water heater, and it has bypass valves on it that you always bypass it before you pump antifreeze into it. And also when you're drawing antifreeze in, you draw it through the water pump. If you take this panel off here, that's where you'll find the line that you use to draw the antifreeze into the system, okay? Also, while I'm down here, this is the power converter here, this device. It converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So you got regular household circuit breakers on this side, and they're labeled. That's the AC side. Then the power is converted over to 12 volt DC here. You got 12 volt fuses, and they're labeled. If any of them blow they'll actually light up and you can see them glowing through this perforation here. And also when you're plugged in, this is a battery tender, so it'll always keep your battery charged as long as you're plugged into shore power. Alright? I'm going to get some power to you too so we can turn on the air conditioning, Amanda. This GFCI here in the bathroom, all the plugs in the trailer are wired through this one, even the one on the outside. So if you're using a coffee pot or a cooktop or something outside and it pops, you're going to reset it in here. Shower works like any other shower, so does the sink. The thing to remember is you can't use the toilet dry or without chemicals. So let me see, there's going to be a foot pedal here somewhere. Right there, that's the flush pedal. Okay, so when you get to the campground, you hook up the power, you hook up the water, you'll come in here and you'll take 1 dose of whatever chemical you use. You'll put it right in there, okay? Then you'll step on the pedal and you'll put about a gallon of water in there. You can put 2 gallons in, a little less than a gallon. It doesn't matter exactly what you put in there, but the bottom line is you have to have chemical in the tank and some water to start using it. So you always start the camping trip off when your black tank is empty by putting chemical in it and about a gallon or so of water, okay? Alright. Right now I've got the fan running. You got another fan out here, but I'm going to plug it in so because she's going to clean for us, so she's going to take care of that. This, you just drop the cushion, and of course the Murphy bed just folds down. Very simple. The emergency exit is right here. Basically, you're just going to push the window open, push that rod right through, and then pull on that tab to pull the screen out if you need to escape in an emergency. You also have a fire extinguisher. And I don't know if I mentioned this, so I'll go through it again just in case. But this is the carbon monoxide LP gas detector here. It should always be green like it is. Okay. You can set it off. Test for carbon monoxide and LP gas, so it goes through two self-tests and then back to green. It's always be green like that. If not, you want to get it serviced. If it goes off, you take everybody outside, shut the gas off at the front, and figure out what's going on, okay? Alright, so I think that covers it. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. You can use this video for reference, plus there are lots of online manufacturers' videos. Every appliance in here will have one. You just have to search for them on the internet. And let's see, also, like I said, thanks for purchasing from us, and we'll work with you. If you have questions and you have issues, just don't hesitate to call us. We'll help you out. And remember to inspect your roof 3 times a year. Always bypass your water heater before you put antifreeze in it. And last but not least, because I'm looking at things I forgot here, this is the thermostat for your furnace. When it clicks to the left, it's off. So you click it to the right and set the temperature here. It's too hot to start it, obviously. That's obviously a USB charger. And this is where you would hook up your TV. There's a backer plate here. And this is this green thing right here. Or the green thing. This LED that's glowing green right here, that means it's on. This is a signal booster for the digital antenna. You can shut it off, but you'll always want it on if you're using the antenna, because you'll get a lousy picture if it's not on, so you're going to hook right up to that, okay? This is just telling you that this trailer is pre-wired for Wi-Fi, a signal booster with a router. So there's going to be another panel on the roof where a antenna would go for Wi-Fi, just so you know that that's what that's for. If you need to add Wi-Fi, it basically boosts public Wi-Fi really well. You get a better, stronger signal. So you can always go to kingconnect.com or talk to our people in parts about it if you ever wanted to upgrade to a Wi-Fi system with a router, okay? All right, so thank you very much.